Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I have little Asclepian with me and we shall be talking about, or I shall be talking about, snake symbolism, because snakes often are seen in kind of a bad light, but they do have quite a history, and they do have a lot of symbolism in different cultures and religions. So that's kind of what I'll be touching on today. So without any further ado, I shall just get straight on with that. And thanks very much for watching. Crazy. Right, so I have my phone here for just some notes and bits and bobs, but the first thing I wanted to talk about was actually fertility and rebirth. And snakes do represent fertility and the creative force. As snakes shed their skin, they are symbols of rebirth, transformation, immortality and healing. The Ouroboros is, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is a symbol of eternity and the renewal of life. So that's the Ouroboros, I think is how you pronounce it anyway. That's definitely one that you see in a lot of sort of I was going to say ancient religions, but you know, older religions and older sort of cultures and things. So I'll put up a picture of it now and you can see what it looks like. So the next bit is guardianship. Snakes are represented as guardians of temples and other sacred places. This is thought to be because when threatened, some snakes, such as rattlesnakes and cobras, hold and defend their ground first by showing a threatening display and then fighting instead of retreating, which a lot of other snakes do. So they are natural guardians of treasures and sacred sites, which yet again I've seen a lot of snake symbolism and things like that when I've been abroad in the past and things. So an interesting story actually of guardianship is of Buddha sat beneath a tree engrossed in meditation, and the serpent king Mukulinda came up from the roots of the tree to shield the Buddha from a storm that was just about to begin. I'll put a picture up of the Mukulindas. Basically he was a serpent king or a snake king, and he had one hood like a cobra does, and basically had 7 heads as well. And there's a lot of impressive statues and figures of this snake king protecting Buddha. So it's, you know, it's a really good story, so if you can look into it. So another thing is I think I'm pronouncing this right, the Gadsden flag of the American Revolution shows a snake coiled up and poised to strike. Below the image of the snake is written, "Don't tread on me." Now I've seen that a lot on all sorts of things, flags to sort of t-shirts and badges and things like that. So it is obviously a big thing in America. And the snake symbolises the dangerousness of colonists willing to fight for their rights and their homeland, and was also symbolic of their separation from Europe, as it was an animal unique to America. Venom and medicine. Snakes are connected with venom and medicine. The snake's venom is associated with the chemicals of plants and fungi that have the power to heal and provide expanded consciousness. So, for example, back in the day, shamans would meditate, but they would also, let's say, use herbs and things to heighten their consciousness and, you know, try to pretty much, in our terms these days, contact the other side, as it were. But yes, so that is interesting. It says, because of its herbal knowledge, the snake was often considered one of the wisest animals, being close to the divine. Its divine aspect combined with its habitat in the earth between the roots of plants made it an animal with chthonic properties connected to the afterlife and immortality. The Greek physician Asclepius he's Asclepian, but whatever. The Greek physician Asclepius, as god of medicine and healing, carried a staff with one serpent wrapped around it, which has become the symbol of modern medicine. Moses also had a replica of a serpent on a pole, the Nehushtan. So yeah, so that was really interesting to read as well, because I didn't know that about Moses. Maybe I should. I'm very into sort of Greek mythology, and snakes are very sort of prevalent in Greek mythology. I mean, they are for, you know, all other cultures and countries around the world. They've got some sort of ancient significance, but that these beautiful creatures have been around for so long that just, you know, it puts me in awe. And yeah, they're just fantastic. They're just so beautiful and incredible and just so majestic in my view. This little boy, however, is a crazy boy. Where are you going? So yeah, so that's the symbolism of snakes, and I know I've spoken a bit about it in the past with the International Snake Day video. I just kind of wanted to touch on it again because, as I say, there's a whole ton more information online that you can find, and all different stories connected with snakes. Obviously, one classic story kind of, you know, involving snakes is one of my favourite stories, and that is of Perseus and Medusa. And obviously Medusa had snakes, venomous snakes, for hair. So yeah, she's kind of regarded yet again as positive and negative, and I think the snakes are seen that way, as positive and negative, you know, light and dark, and that's pretty much, you know, what the world is about. And you know, spiritually, if you're talking about balance, there is dark and light, you know, there is life and death, and I don't necessarily think death has to be anything dark or negative. It's just another step, and these guys do represent, you know, life, death and rebirth, and they obviously show that through shedding their skin. That's kind of their representation of, you know, life and the universe basically. But anyway, I'm going to stop clacking on. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell button when you do subscribe. And if you've any questions, please pop them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer them. But for now, from myself and little Asclepian, it is goodbye, and we'll see you in my next video. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Say goodbye. Bye bye.